Attorney for former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is condemning the state attorney general's investigation into those sexual harassment claims, calling it one-sided. Cuomo resigned in August in light of the calls for impeachment after 11 women accused him of sexual misconduct. But his attorney, Rita Glavin, demands that the reported claims be revised and redone, saying for some of them, there's no clear evidence of sexual harassment. NewsNation's Dan Abrams questioned her about these claims on Dan Abrams Live on Thursday night. Let's take a listen of part of that interview.
In terms of the number of women, right, there are going to be people who are going to say, OK, let's even assume you're right about one or two. It's just that there's so many women making similar-ish, and they're not all similar, but similar-ish allegations here. And as a result, isn't it time, I think some people will say, to sort of move on? Your response?
You can't move on. You can't move on when there has been an injustice. And the Attorney General has said that repeatedly. The governor needs to move on with his life. When someone has been unjustly found to have done something that they didn't do, you will never move on. With respect to this whole mantra, oh, there's 11 women, there's 11 women. There's not. The case really comes down to 2 or 3 of the women, particularly Brittany Camiso, Charlotte Bennett, and Lindsay Boylan. With respect to the remaining allegations, they are qualitatively different, and the governor doesn't dispute a number of them. You know, one of the 11 is a woman that the governor kissed on the cheek at a wedding who didn't even work for him. Another of the 11 is a doctor who gave the governor a COVID test, and the governor said, you make that mask, or you make that gown look good, or the mask look good. None of this rises to the level of sexual harassment, but it has been overplayed, and no one in the media has gone through each of the 11 to say, this is not sexual harassment. It's not sexual harassment, you know, to have petty slights and trivial inconveniences. But why I'm focusing on the 2 or 3 most serious allegations is that there are clear problems with their credibility. The media did not want to explore it, and they ignored it.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.